Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing today? This is Christy Trainer talking to you live from New Westminster, British Columbia. How's your day doing? I just finished off my exercises, so as you can see, guys, I'm a little bit sweaty, but that's okay because this is actually part of my theme today. How one of my weak parts of my body is dealing with as I decide to exercise and get stronger. I'm going to go into my sweetie's room because he's actually sleeping right now. And who knows where our little kitty. Oh, there's our little kitty cat. So I'm going in here, okay? Hey, Kenny, how you doing, dude? So I'm going into his room because he's sleeping in the front room, and I don't want to disturb my sweetie as I talk about what I want to talk about today, okay? And my kitty cat might come by, but that's okay because actually I don't want her to come by. She might go behind the curtain. So I'm going to sit on the over here. It's actually really warm in here, which is kind of nice. I have some information I want to talk about today because it actually concerns of what's happening in my life right now and how I'm learning how to deal with it. So it's the thing, strength versus weakness, and the differences of them. Okay. Now I'm going to give you the meaning of strength. Basically, as I saw it on the. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? As I saw it on the on my the meaning of it. It basically means ability to cope with failure and learn from mistakes. Right? Take positive action, affirmations. Basically, that's what it means. Ability to cope with failure and learn from mistakes. Having good strength within you, right? Organizing and planning, setting goals, ways to help you be strong, take positive actions. It's all part of being strong within you, right? It's just, and strength can also be with your body strength too. You know, if you can, establishing health ways to deal with uncomfortable emotions. Neutrality is another part of being strong. Stop the negative thinking. Personal development is a good thing. What else I'm going to say? Be with positive people. I'm just trying to find out the true meaning here, but basically it just means the ability to cope with failure and learn from mistakes, being very strong within you. That's mental strength. If you're talking about body strength, it's a person who has good health. You could do good weights, the strength, your body strength. But I think if your mental strength is better than your body strength, that's good. And then I talked about weakness too. The idea of weakness. Basically, weakness means the state or condition of lacking strength. That's basically what it means. You know, you're lacking certain, especially with your body. Right now, I'm having some body weaknesses, so I'm not doing very well. But the reason why I want to talk about the strength, especially, is because I have a lot of strengths within me that are good. And for example, a few months ago, when I started on a new road in my direction, I realized that I had this strength inside. I had this. I guess you'd say I was more positive of what I wanted to do with my life, and I had this idea of how I wanted to do it and how my path was going to go, and how I wasn't going to let anything stop me from doing it. That's a good strength, and I'm actually flying through my seat in my pants here, but you know what? I'm doing this anyways because I know within me there is a power within me that I can do this. Okay, and I was just thinking about how we can get stronger in our life, especially in our mental strength, right? And at the moment, my mental weaknesses are taking over my strengths because basically the state of a condition of lacking strength, which means frailty, feeble, sickness, illness, resulting in weakness to be unable to resist something or someone is part of weakness, right? And then I was thinking about what strengths do I actually have? What are my really strong strengths? And I realized I had quite a few strengths. And here's a good one. It says mental ability and spiritual ability to take action on everything. And then it had a huge list of strengths. And I thought that was interesting because I have a lot of strengths, but I didn't realize it. Strength when I had my son. Strength when I was married to an abusive man. And I stayed strong with all these times in my life. So there's so many mental strengths, and I'm just going to say them all aloud, and you guys can decide. Figure out which one do you think you're good at. Like in your personal life, how about quick learner, enthusiasm, creativity, discipline, patience, respectfulness. That's all good strengths, right? And I think I have high creativity, and I'm very enthusiastic. My quick learning, not yet. Patience, yes. Respectfulness, determination, dedication, trustworthiness, communication skills, strength has several shades of meanings. So there's so many meanings in strengths. So all these things are listed, right? And they can be good in your personal life, they can be good in your family life, they can be good in your work life, every part of your strengths. Work on them, right? And then how I work on them is I do my meditations to keep my mind at ease and calm every day. And I also do affirmations to keep my mind positive. So affirmations are good in every part of our life, man. Helps keep our minds strong and keep our minds positive. I mean, mentally strong people don't think like wasting time. But people who are weakened-minded, they just waste their time. I don't think that's really true. But I think, yeah, mental strength pushes you to grow stronger. Mental strength pushes you to grow stronger. That's a good one, right? It does. Now, in my lifetime, I guess I had a lot of strengths, but sadly, I went through a lot of jobs in my lifetime, and so my mental weaknesses caught me really bad. So I'm going to give you examples of some of my mental weaknesses. And here we go. I'm not very good with my time management. That's a weakness of mine. And I'm not the best at sharing responsibility. And I don't focus as well as I should. And I do sit still all the time. I'm not the best with communication. So I have some weaknesses I'm working on right now. That's why I'm telling you about this. I'm working on these weaknesses so I can do better. Also, when I get frustrated, another part of weakness is when you get, what's the word? You get too stressed out and you do something stupid. And I get very stressed. That's one of my weaknesses. And I'm not very good at organizing. I'm really, really bad organizer. So when I do get stressed out, the first thing I can't resist is food. And so this past few months I've gained a bit of weight. And that's a weakness of mine. When I get too stressed out, I go to food. And then as a result, I have a weakness in my body, which is one of my knee issues. And so I'm struggling with that. But you know what? I'm taking my strengths by learning how to be strong to tackle these weaknesses. Because I know I can communicate better. I'm learning on that. I know I can be a better organizer because I'm working on that. I'm going to be much better at organizing. I know that I'm learning to deal with my time management better. And I'm focusing better on what I want to do with my life. So I'm actually learning from my weaknesses by doing this, by doing my meditations, by doing my affirmations, by sticking to. I have a calendar, and with this calendar, it's just a cheap little calendar that has lines. And each day I write down a list of things that I want to make sure I do each day, and I'm actually doing it. I'm making sure that I do my affirmations, my meditations. I'm making sure that I exercise every day. I'm making sure that I do these particular work activities I do every day. So I cross them off. So I'm learning to be more organized. So you can do that, guys. You can take over your weaknesses and go on to your mental. You can get strong. Write down the things that you are good at. And those are your strengths. And work on them. Write down where your weaknesses lie. And find a way to work on them. It works. I am taking some wonderful work classes. And through these work classes, they're fantastic. I'm really learning about my strengths and my weaknesses and how I can overcome. We all can overcome our weaknesses if we want to do it. That's what I'm trying to say. Because a lot of people don't want to do it. They go, oh, forget it. I don't want it. That's too hard, man. What do I want to do that for? I'm saying you can. I'm working on my weaknesses, and I realized I have quite a few strengths. I have a lot of enthusiasm. I have creativity. I have patience. I'm very respectful. I have a determination and dedication that I never thought I would, but I do. I'm very trustworthy. Like I said, I have these strengths, and when the more that you write down the strengths you have strengths. And even if you have a bodily weakness, don't let that take over when you have your mind is determined and strong to do things. There's a way to overcome certain weaknesses. Like I have some physical issues I'm dealing with right now, so I'm trying to overcome them, and I'm going to overcome them. Because you shouldn't let that stop you. That's all I'm saying. Don't let that stop you. Hey, Sherry, how you doing, girl? Because if you let your weaknesses and your physical and mental weaknesses stop you from doing things, It overcomes your strengths. And everyone has strength inside. Everybody has a sense of enthusiasm and creativity. Everybody is patient. Everybody is respectful. Everybody has those inside them. It's just quite often our weaknesses overcome our strengths, and then we just step back and don't want to move forward, because your strength can help you move forward in your life. As like I said, mental strength can push you to grow stronger. It's true. So this is what I want to talk about today, because I'm learning about this as I'm moving forward with my wonderful new work in direct marketing, not direct, social media marketing, which I truly love. I'm learning about my strengths and my weaknesses and how I can overcome them by doing certain things. And we can. True? We can. So, I'm finishing this off by saying thank you for coming on, Sherry, Kenny, my sweet Parisa, Kimberly. Just saying hey. And if you're curious about what I was completely talking about in the beginning, check out my replay, Sherry and Parisa. I think you're a little behind. I'm not sure. And this is what I want to talk about. Strength versus weaknesses, and how we can overcome our weaknesses to be stronger within ourselves, to move forward in our life. Because I'm an example that I'm learning about this. I'm learning how to do this every day. Alrighty, guys. Have a lovely day. We'll talk to you soon. Enjoy your day. Bye.